This is the Garvey 330-pound capacity hydraulic lift cart table.
I'm your substitute teacher, Mr. Garvey.
My friends at Garvey had sent this to me for free in exchange for a review video in the true Mostly Mike Show fashion. Please be sure to check the links in the description for the hottest deals so that you too can own a Garvey. The Garvey 330-pound capacity hydraulic lift cart table came packaged well, and there's very little assembly. So in just minutes, you'll be off to make your wildest hydraulic lift cart table fantasies a reality in the privacy of your own garage, shop, or wherever your hydraulic lift cart desires take you. I won't judge. I made a short jingle for your listening pleasure.
It's the Garvey, oh, it's the king of the block. Lifting my junk, now I'm talking the talk. Mostly Mike's coupon, yeah, that's the clue. Garvey's the table where dreams come true.
Tools and a handle. I think we got a handle on this. There's a 7-page user manual with few words but lots of pictures showing basically the 2 steps of assembly, all in American English, except for the disclaimer on the back cover more or less relieving the manufacturer of all responsibility for hideous disfigurement of person or property. There's also a card inviting you to join Garvey's Extended Service Club for hassle-free claims, convenient scheduling, and comprehensive coverage. There's a small pack of parts including the foot pedal, 2 hex wrenches, and a small bolt. There's a handle that came packed under the cart with the bolts that hold the handle on the cart stowed away in the very holes that they go into. It's nice that they give you a wrench that you can use to tighten these up. The foot pump handle can go in either direction, as does the bolt that holds it on. You have to choose one way though, and for the record, I will be judging heavily on how you do this. And that's pretty much it for assembly, so let's go over a few fun facts about the Garvey 330-pound capacity hydraulic lift cart table. The wheels pivot on the handle side for easy maneuvering, although my own personal experience highly recommends not drifting it around corners, especially with heavy loads. The wheels are 4 inches or 10 centimeters in diameter, and the casters do have brakes, and we'll be testing these brakes under heavy load later on. Uh-oh, it looks like someone ran out of shielding gas while they were welding. I see it here a little bit too. Not a huge deal. The platform has a rubber mat glued to the top to provide an attractive yet functional non-slip surface. Now I know what you all are wondering, but are afraid to ask. How much does this Garvey 330-pound capacity hydraulic lift cart table weigh? Well, fear not, my little children of wilderness. Mostly Mike's got this. So I'm going to try to get you an accurate weight of the unit itself. I'm going to try doing the old cement block method. So I'm going to set this on. Oh, gotta unlock my scale. And what do we got here? 40 pounds. But I'm going to get you an approximate. So 110 pounds is what this thing weighs. Yeah, 150 minus 40, that's 110. Of course, the rated capacity of the Garvey 330-pound capacity hydraulic lift cart table is 330 pounds, and we'll be testing that to the 330-pound limit and beyond. We'll be taking this lift cart table to places you never even thought possible. The platform dimensions are 17 3/4 inches or 45 centimeters wide and 27.5 inches or 70 centimeters in length. The relaxed height of the platform is 13 inches or 33 centimeters, and fully extended, the Garvey 330-pound capacity hydraulic lift table cart is 50 1/4 inches or 127.5 centimeters. And it takes 40 full strokes with the foot pump with no load to accomplish this weight. We will be testing the lift capacity soon. Heck, let's just do that test right now. Mostly Mike will take over from here. So they're saying max 330 pound, and we're gonna test that. So, here we have a scale. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but when you hear Pelosi, don't think the mistrusting type of Pelosi that's spelled a little different. So I think we might be able to trust this scale. So we're gonna have to find some objects that weigh, well, a lot. That's gonna total up to 330 pounds as the cart states that it can lift. So I'm gonna start with this thing. I'm not sure what it is, but it's about 2 inches thick and it's pretty solid. So let's get that on the scale and see how much it weighs. All right, let's get that thing on here. Okay, we're at 145 pounds, so that's a pretty good start. So I'm gonna enter 145 and we're gonna do some math. Okay, so these look like they would have a little bit of weight to them. Let me go set up the scale. Got 4 of these at 20 pounds each. So that's gonna be another 80 pounds. Okay, there's 80 more pounds on there. So we're gonna plus 80. 225. We only need another 100 pounds. So let's look at those cinder blocks sitting over there. See what one of those weighs. And one cinder block goes 39. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it goes 41 pounds. Okay, so we got 41 plus 41 plus 41. That's 348 pounds. So let's subtract 41. We got 307 pounds. We'll find something to get her right at 330. Okay, so we got 307 pounds on her. We need 23 more pounds. Wonder what that little block weighs over there. Okay, that's gonna make 317 pounds. I wonder what this block here weighs. £14, so we're at 331. Putting that on here. 331 pounds, guys. Let's see if it lifts it up. I'm gonna try turning it around because the sidewalk's not perfectly level. And I'm gonna give you that weight in kilograms later. So now, make sure we're in frame. All right, so 331 pounds. Let's see how good this thing's gonna lift it up. Tell you what, it's like effortless. My biggest concern with this much weight though is when it gets up fairly high. I hope it isn't gonna try to tip. There it is, max height. £331 pounds. Even my fish are in on. So under max load and at max height, the lowering handle was not lowering the loaded platform. My first thought was that I really got my you-know-whats stuck in the you-know-whats. Perhaps I should have tested it with less load. Nah, that's no fun. So, being the bicycle hack that I am, I defaulted to suspecting that the cable was out of adjustment and there's a place to adjust that. I mean, duh, who wouldn't suspect that? And yes, there was a barrel adjuster with 2 jam nuts right under the squeeze-release handle. I loosened up the jam nuts, backed out the barrel adjuster, which in turn, literally, tightened the cable itself. I then unloosened, or as most people say, tightened the jam nuts, and the load lowered just fine. I double-checked the owner's manual, and they do not show this adjustment in any of the pictures with arrows and numbers. One thing worth noting is that you don't want to squeeze the guts out of the handle when lowering a load, or the load will come down like a, load of bricks. Like running a Chinese mini excavator, the metaphor applies here to feather the controls. Just pretend that there's an egg under the handle, or adjust the handle stopper on top. Now this little bolt here is actually, it's the stop for your handle, so you can back that out if you want to limit how fast it sets the load down. Thought I might mention that up as high as we had it. So with it down like this, or even just to take it down a little further, we should be fine. And then you could truck this to wherever you want. So we have our brake levers here. I'm going to set the brake. And then I'm going to try to move this thing. I'll tell you what. And it's actually sliding the wheels with 331 pounds. See the little burnout spot it left. Now I'm impressed. Have to say that I am impressed. And this thing, I believe, is going to become very useful. I actually own 2 of these already in my wood shop, but my wood shop's upstairs. I'm not going to try carrying one of these down because they weigh a ton. So this is a little bit of an incline here to give you an idea how not hard it is to push. So I know what y'all are thinking. Will it handle more? So I'm going to drop another 41 pounds on top. See how it handles that. Because usually they derate these things. So what I say those were 41. So we got 41 and 331. So 372 pounds. And yeah, I know we shouldn't be doing this, but will it lift it? I'll tell you what, it's lifting it, but you can see it has like a relief valve on it or something where it's starting to bleed off. But I don't want to go blowing seals out of it or anything, so I'm going to take this off. And iron frame good enough. Okay, back to 331. And it lifts it good. So they must have a valve in there that is set to relieve it if you overload it, which is good. I mean, it allowed us to squeeze 1 more pound on it, and that's if my Pelosi scale is accurate, you know. I think we can trust that Pelosi, so there's that. All in all, I thought that the Garvey 330-pound capacity hydraulic lift cart table was a good bang for the buck. If you need to elevate heavy stuff to higher places or just want the bragging rights that come with owning a Garvey 330 pounds capacity hydraulic lift cart table, pick one up today and it will change your life forever. You'll be the envy of all your friends. As previously mentioned, check the link in the description for special pricing and a discount code. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching this Mostly Mike Show presentation, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, it's the Garvey, oh, it's the king.